Hi, this is Samantha, and this is day 4 of my You Can Change Your Life in 7 Days with Paul McKenna challenge. I am loving this. I'm really enjoying it. The way he set this up is 7 different chapters, which honestly I think you could spend a month on each chapter, just applying, learning, doing the exercises, thinking it through, and really applying it to your own life, like looking at the situations rather than just reading through a book and, reading the exercises and going, oh yeah, I'll do it later. Oh yeah, I'll do it later. I've really been stopping and giving myself the opportunity to do it. Now, I have to be honest, yesterday's was so big. I haven't done everything in it, but I did try. And that's why I decided I'm coming back to it. Today's is another really big one. For me, especially, I do really appreciate that there are so many great books out there, so many great tools, so many ways to help yourself, and I've tried many of them. And the key really is what's right for you at the right time. What's working for you at the right time. And right now this is really working for me, so I just wanted to share the enthusiasm, and if it feels right for you, I would honestly go out and buy it. I am going to be doing this book for a while to come, so if anyone wants to start doing it with me, I would be more than happy. I love not supposed to say brainstorming or anything, mind mapping, sharing ideas, being accountable, all that kind of stuff, so I'm really up for that. Anyway, today's is called Dreamsetting. This is the book. Dreamsetting, goal setting, having milestones to go for. And this has been a thing in my life for a while recently. People say to me, so what do you want? And I almost want to burst into tears. What do I want? I want everything. I don't know what I want. I can't have what I want. The question itself made me feel so much pressure and overwhelm. I couldn't cope. So the idea of setting a goal was like, it changes every 5 minutes. And that's okay. I've been changing so much recently. The work that I've been doing with Foster EFT is it's been huge. I'm a different person every day because of it. And learning that that's okay, and learning to not really care what anyone else thinks and everything else. But I am getting clearer now. I really am getting clearer on some things that I want. And so this chapter is big also, and it will take some time. And I have done it all. I've done the whole chapter and I've gone through it and I've set some goals, because he puts it in a really, he breaks it down for you, basically, rather than write some goals down and then give yourself a time limit and go. It's not quite like that. So I just want to share 2 things about this with you. One thing is he's got 3 steps to a wonderful life. There are essentially 3 things that you need to have a wonderful life. The first one is a clear direction. A clear direction. This is your dream. This is what you're heading for. This is why you get up in the morning. This is what you want. Now, for a while, I haven't had something very clear. There's been lots of things that I've been going for, but not one clear thing. And that's okay too. There are times in our lives when it's not really clear that we know exactly what we want, but you're heading in a general direction. There are lots of things I don't want, and I know I don't want them, and that helps you get clearer too. Just don't focus on the things that you don't want. Okay. Step 2, a well-aligned compass. A well-aligned compass. Now what he's talking about here are your values. What is it that you stand for? What do you believe in? What is really important to you? Now, I actually watched a movie called The Shift with Dr. Wayne Dyer. I think it was last night. Again, it really, I feel like I'm in self-help overload at the moment. I love this stuff, I really do. So The Shift and Wayne Dyer, he's all about spirituality. He's all about getting the ego out of the way. Just his thing is let go and let God. Let go and let God. We're all here. We're all beautiful. We all have a purpose. And it's not about us trying to find it and search for it and scratch around in the dirt for it. When we relax, when we let go, when we stop caring what everyone else thinks, when we stop putting all this pressure on ourselves, that's when the natural things happen. Have you ever had that experience where you've just let something go? Usually, I hear this a lot with boyfriends and girlfriends. I've been dating for ages and I just gave up. I was like, I'm not interested in anymore. And there she comes, the love of my life. You know, and isn't that always the way? Because it stopped becoming this, like, need it, got to claw for it somehow. It was just, you relax and it just comes to you. Or when you're not thinking about something and suddenly you get this amazing idea. That's because we've got all the crap out of the way. And that's when we can have those inspired moments, those feelings of bliss and joy, and all the wonderful things that this life really is about. Kind of went off tangent there, but this is also to do with our values, what's really important to you. And he talks about values in this movie, Dr. Wayne Dwyer, and the way that they are different for men and women. Apparently it's a generalization, but there are things that early on in your life men value greater than women, and then as you get older these things shift. And just knowing what your values are at one point in time is really, really valuable, because what you might find is like, I'm really interested in money. I really, really want to make money. But when you look around, maybe look at your house, look at your lifestyle, everything else, if money doesn't seem to be at the top of your list there, then maybe find a way to put it in there somehow, because if it's not on one of your values, it won't be something that's coming naturally to you. Okay. The third thing you need is milestones you can visit along your way to your ultimate destination. So these are your goals, is what he says, your goals. You know, so if you have this big dream, if you have this one thing you want to go for, what are the little steps along the way that are going to help you to know that you are getting there, that you're making those steps towards it? Okay, he has lots and lots of questions. I'm not going to go through them all, but it basically boils down to having a sheet of paper that says my big dream. I'll show you right here. This is my big dream. So the most important things in the world to me are, and then you list them. So it could be things like family, it could be money, it could be my Porsche, it could be my cat, it could be a big bank balance, it could be diamond rings, it could be partying, friends, whatever they are, put it down. He does try and get you to think about the state that you get into when you have those things. So when you think about your Porsche, what is it about the Porsche that makes you feel so good? Well, I feel respected. I feel successful. Okay, so respect and success would be at the top of the list then. If you're thinking about going out with your friends and partying, what's the state? Well, it's fun, it's playful, it's connected, it's joyful, all of those things. So that's a big thing for you. Okay, and then it says, if I could be, do, or have anything in the world, I would. Now he works us through some exercises to help you to really get to this place of dreaming bigger. How many times have you set a goal only to realize that the goal was something that your mum wanted, or something that the magazines that you read always talk about having, and you know it didn't inspire you because it wasn't something that you really, really wanted? Well, this is about what you really, really want. What's driving you? And it may not be the big house and the Porsche. It may not be that, but get honest with yourself. Get really truthful at what is it. If you could be, do, or have anything, what would you be doing? Okay. And then under that, which is really key, I will know when I'm succeeding when. And these are bullet points, again, of different milestones that you're going to reach on this journey that you've already figured out. So this needs to happen for, this needs to happen for, this needs to happen. Now, I still need to do work on this because I've still got some pretty big ones that I need to break down into much smaller increments on my way to it, because you have this big dream on this, and this, and this, and this, and each one of those needs to be broken down, and then each one of those probably needs to be broken down again as well. And it's so worth doing. It's so worth doing. If any of you out there have ever had that experience of writing something down, thinking about it, feeling the emotion, then forgetting it, and then it coming up and it being part of your life. Like, this has happened to me so many times, I can't even tell you. I'm going to admit something really embarrassing here. I remember, I'm probably going red as I'm talking about it, but it's true, it works. And this is one of the first times I realised. I remember I got a pencil case when I was at school, And it was the first like couple of days of term, and me and my I can't believe I'm sharing this, I'm so sorry. Me and my friends were like, you know, you're kind of looking around, and I was at the age when I was interested in boys, so I wrote down a couple of boys' names that I was like, oh, he's quite cute, and I was just writing the names down on my pencil case. And then I found my pencil case at the end of this year, and I'd actually been out with each one of those boys that I'd written down. It's incredible, you know, you write it down and you can achieve a goal. I'm not saying those are the goals to go for I was a child, but it's a good lesson to learn. I keep a happy journal, and I list things that I want. I take pictures of what I want, and very, very often, especially when I've let go of it and I'm not clinging on to it, the things that I've put in my happy journal have come true, have become real. I've done videos about this, I've got a blog about it as well, just really incredible things. So having the goals and writing them down is so, so key. So the 3 things again were, see if I can remember, having a dream. I'm going to have to check this now. It's having the dream, 3 things to a wonderful life, found the page, sorry. A clear direction, your dream, a well-aligned compass, those are your values, and the goals along the way, the milestones to let you know you're getting there. And it's not big and scary. This actually really is a good way to break it down for you. So, you know, have a go. Have a go at this. What are your values? What's your big dream? What is it that you do? Okay, forget that, yeah, but I can't because, or I don't have enough money. Forget all of that just for a moment and just sit there. What lights you up? What inspires you? What makes you feel good? Honestly, for me, I love traveling. I love growing as a person, spiritually, mentally. I love learning all these things. Like, how can I be a better person? I love this. I'm so excited about it. I love speaking in front of people. I love sharing. I love teaching. I love watching people have aha moments. I love helping. I say I love traveling. I love traveling. You know, these are the things that really came up for me, and I'm doing all of that. And so what it helped me to do was like really refine it and get it into a more succinct and clearer picture for me. So I'm really excited about this, and I hope you got something from this too, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. All right, bye-bye.